Hello, my name is GregTech and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 3. I'm just processing up some Quicksilver here, or Cinnabar, because I'm going to need the Mercury. Because we're going to need a bunch of gold coming up here. Just looking at the recipes, we're going to need gold wires, and for the HV machine hulls that we're eventually going to be crafting. And yeah, the easiest way at this point is to do it in a chemical bath. So yeah, I'm just processing some of that. Now, I am going to have to go get a bunch of ruby as well for our chrome that we're going to need, because we're really short on chrome now. But before I start doing that, let's get a third combustion generator here. And we can get this put down. I think we should be good. Shouldn't have any explosions like we did last episode. There we go. Filling up. And there we go. It turns off. Nice. So, actually, I love when stuff just works. I mean, I set it up to work, but what it actually does just work. That was enjoyable. Alright, and I'm gonna have to hopefully won't have to do too much more alumina. We should hopefully be able to switch over to alumina dust. That's that going down. Can't tell if that. No, it seems like it's. Yeah, it's still dropping. That is because I'm running a whole bunch of machines. I may actually need a fourth one. But we're starting to get to the point where having all these combustion generators might be, well, it's less efficient as well. Kind of curious when that other distillery turns off. Oh, no, those are chugging along too. We are producing like a full amp of HV. Problem is when we're running our blast furnace, that is drawing all our HV. So the rest of the base, if stuff is running, it's going to start draining the battery. So yeah, they do fill up relatively quick. Yeah, but we're still running over what we are producing. Okay, but I'm going to need to go get some more resources here. I do think advanced miner would be ideal. Maybe we should get the HV circuits. There's a thing for it. All right, I needed to do the oxygen. I'd forgot about that. So, all right, I got some stuff I need to do here. We'll come back. Okay, I just got back from the Twilight Forest. because we needed sapphire, and actually I just smelted. I got 9 ore and I just smelted it. I didn't feel like doing the sifting. I got regular sapphire ore as well. So you could macerate it down and you get double, but then you have to sift it. I didn't feel like doing that. I just wanted the guaranteed sapphire. So remember, if drawing a blank, I'm like, do we have a single block compressor? But no, we don't. And the reason we need that is I'm trying to do knock out some of these quests because I'm working towards that. I need RAM, and you need one of these. Unfortunately, it is not the emerald that we already have, but green sapphire. And I'm pretty sure there is a blue one in there too. Sapphire lens that we'll need eventually. So that's why while I was there, I just grabbed it. I don't remember. Oh yeah, the crystal chips. But I mean, that's a long way away. But I do remember needing sapphire. There's other things too. Lapatron being one of the big ones. All right, so there is that. Yeah, I could have done the try to get the exquisite, but I just figured this was easier. With that one. Oh wait, does this need a? That's right. Now I remember why I did that. I need a better lathe. I'd forgotten about that. Yes. That's why I haven't done that yet. Because the exquisite you can do an LV, but if you want to do the plates, it requires MV, and I haven't crafted up an MV lathe yet. That's right. That's annoying. All right, we have a minor little issue here, and that is the blast furnace. Now that I added more batteries, they actually obviously output more, and I didn't adjust one of the cables. And I think, let me just do this really quick. We had a 4x cable, and it actually, I just happened to notice, I came down here to, I was going to look at the battery buffers, and I noticed there was a missing cable, and I realized it's because these buffers can actually draw 2 amps per, they can draw 2 amps per battery. So when I only had the 4 amps, or when I only had the 4 batteries in here, it wasn't an issue, but when I added the 4 more, I never increased that cable. It was only 4x cable. So when I had this running at 400 and whatever amps, I think the battery buffer pulled more and burned the cable. Now, thankfully, the cable just went out. I think it was just because it was just one cable. It just destroyed the cable and it didn't set on fire anywhere. So nothing blew up. But I think if it was more than one cable that burned, we might have blown up our base yet again. All right. So I think we're good there. I'm just smelting a bunch of this aluminum. I was kind of like going back and forth, like do I want to do it the alumina way, or we could just smelt the cryolite and the yeah, we can't do that. That's Canthal. Alumina and cryolite, but that is 10 alumina. So that is actually quite a lot of mining, which is kind of annoying. So I did a whole bunch of kyanite, but you only get 5 per 8. So you actually need to mine up 8. You have to mine up 8 ore just for a few aluminum. So it might just be easier to get the other aluminum dust and then just compress this down. We have done that before, but I was just thinking like the alumina would be better, but yeah, then we'll just switch over when we get the coils upgraded, which I'm kind of working on anyway, so. Okay, we're good. This the battery buffer is good now because, like I said, they can pull more than, you can see it's pulling 4 or 5 amps. So that was the issue. It pulled 5 amps down to 4 amp and burned up. Which wasn't an issue before when I only had 4 batteries in here. But as you can see, I am still, when I have other stuff running, we are still at a slight negative here. We'll probably do a dedicated setup for our blast furnaces eventually anyway. Last season we didn't do that. I usually do all into the one thing, but maybe we'll just have a dedicated thing. I just, we had so much other stuff going as well that I needed to power that I would kind of wanted to do that with like the electrolyzer and stuff. So yeah, and then running these machines. That's why I wanted to do it all in the main battery buffer. All right, anyway, we'll come back. Okay, just crafting up the piston here. I did the lathe first, although I did craft up the circuits we're going to need for the chemical bath, because that is kind of one of the next ones we're going to need. But yeah. I'm going to throw this lathe right here. Yeah, that's fine, actually. I don't remember if did it connect? I can't see. I think it connect. I don't remember if I like clicked on the cable. I don't know. We'll see if it works. Alright, where did I put those? I put them somewhere. There they are. They only really need the one. Kind of the annoying thing with those lenses, you need a plate, but the only way to get the plate is compress 9 of the gems down. Alright, as we can see, I did in fact click on the cable. Okay, also I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, we'll do a dedicated thing for that, but then I was like, is that even really necessary? Because basically by having the battery buffer here being fed from that's kind of having like its own little power subnet itself, so. Also, I don't actually need to have it here. I could have it farther up, because now that we have 8 batteries feeding into 4, the cable loss, so like if I put it up here, the cable loss wouldn't be a problem, but eventually we'll probably do, at first it'll be a transform up, probably. We'll replace those with HV and we'll transform the power up. But we're not there yet. Alright, are you done yet? Yes. Alright, and then this completely useless thing. So I'm gonna come over here. I really need to get a garbage can. Still don't have one yet. Should we do that right now, actually, while I remember? Trash can. Oh, Why did I? Oh, I'm so used to that. Recipe, it is 4 plates. Wow, have we really gone through all that iron? I didn't get a trash can originally because ender pearls, but then I got 8 ender pearls from a thing. Also, where did that just come from? Did I... Where did that creeper head just come from? Did I... Did I get it when I was... I have no idea where that creeper head just came from. That's kind of scary. Is it in the base? Man, I might have to go back and look at the recording for that. I have no idea where that creeper head just came from. Alright, there is the trash can. I should have had one a while ago. I just never got around to it. Okay, so I got my green sapphire. And boy, are these annoying until you get dedicated precision laser per lens. Also, I just redid our... I had to break the solar boilers. They were calcifying. And I think I'm going to replace some of the pipes with some better pipes. Because I was going to do the tiny ones, but I realized those were actually worse than what I already have. I think we're good if I have... We should be good if I have multiple MV machines running at this point. I was like waiting for that to finish, but no, we can handle... Our power is much better. Yeah, so I just replaced all these, but the wooden fluid pipes aren't the greatest. So I was gonna start replacing some of these with some better pipes. That way, that way. And that way. Alright, that will make that a little bit better. Yeah, because you kind of have to wait for... I just don't want boilers to explode without having enough water in them. And it only slowly fills up because these can only handle 1200. So, alright, that will make it... It's a little bit better. Does make me nervous. This one stays pretty empty. But it's really only until they fill up. Like once this one fills up, this one will start filling up, and then this one fills up. Alright. Did we... Yes, we got that, and then cutting it down. Also, we have lubricants. Now that we have heavy fuel in our heavy oil, lubricant is easy to make now. So I have gone ahead and just thrown some lubricant in there. Obviously, that's not automatically put in there, but easy enough to just craft a bunch of lubricant up. Alright, so that will be that. I am still buying these with all our coins. We might as well. That will unlock that, which will let us get these circuits. Now, these are more expensive for using on LV machines, but you need them to get the HV circuits. So that should be a ding. There we go. I'm also just kind of storing them in there. All right. we need a diamond lens. I used one of the other ones one of the other quests to get the ruby, and now we got the diamond, which ironically I ended up getting an exquisite diamond anyway for the... I could have gotten the lenses, but yeah, we needed the flawless anyway for the lathe. And I'm trying to do like multiple things at once here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is that quest done. $28. Which now that we have our oxygen taken care of, 28 buckets of oxygen is pretty easy. I think it's 1 if I remember correctly. Alright, cool. So there is that. Now, this one, unfortunately there's no easy way to make these with... Oh, you can do polyethylene. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I'd forgotten we did that. Alright, let me get some... Oh, we're short of wood planks. And I don't think there's an easy way to get wood planks without glue. No. You do get 64, though. And I have plenty of wood pulp. Okay, just getting everything ready for these circuits. Alright, so we need 32 of those, 32 of those. I think 16 of these. We got our fine copper wires. Got our circuit boards. And then 10 bolts. That should be everything. Yeah. Obviously, you don't need to do this. It's optional, but it kind of just helps with... I guess I didn't need to pull that out, but I just wanted to... Makes it easier to see what I'm doing. Okay, so that is 16 logic circuits. Definitely easier to batch craft these because it's just kind of like random stuff. Assembler, chemical reactor recipe. This is precision laser cutting. Assembler, wire mill, extruder. Like so many different machines go into this. So I don't think it's worth, if you need to use LV or MV circuits, it is probably cheaper to just do these and the good electronic circuits. Because these integrated logic circuits unfortunately do require diodes, and diodes, although aren't terrible, we don't have platinum yet. And tantalum, we can't do tantalum yet. Because I don't think we can smelt it. So, yeah, it's to use diodes when you don't need to it's a bit expensive at this point. Alright, so that is that. And then the next part is we need our good circuit boards. Didn't I have some of those? Or no, I used them all. I think they're there. They're in there. I need gold, which is why I started getting all this gold. So it's one gold ingot per circuit board. We have more resistors, more diodes, fine gold wire, and silver bolts. So that's the 32 gold wire there. I do have silver back here. It is Yeah, we were using this silver for our solar boilers, weren't we? Okay, we got everything for that part. And I think we're definitely going to need to sort out our silicon. We have quite a bit from quests and stuff. I think we have, yeah, we have 36. So we actually have enough for another bool, which gives us 16 wafers. So we're good for a little bit. But we are definitely going to need to automate this at some point. I don't remember which... We did that tetrachloride route, didn't we? Or did we do the Selene route? I don't remember which one we did, but... I do remember it's actually... It was easier than I remember it being. Is it that what we did? I can't remember which one we did. We just didn't fully automate it. Yeah, trichlorosilane. I actually like that one better than the one we were doing before. This route, I think, didn't that route require magnesium or something like that? I remember one needing, something needed magnesium. Or was that turning... I swear I remember doing a magnesium recipe. Magnesia. Really don't remember. Yeah, I remember in the other season we did something with magnesium. But, oh well, we're not going to about that too much. But I think I'm going to have to do that pretty soon, because the amount of diodes and stuff we go through, they're just more efficient if you go through the wafer route. All right, and then the final thing here, we need the integrated circuits, the memory chips, ooh, transistors. I haven't crafted up transistors. Yeah, see, we're starting to need that quite a bit. And molten polyethylene. That quest got us a whole bunch of molten polyethylene, but we're definitely going to need to automate that fully as well. Yeah, unfortunately, we have hydrogen down here, but we do not have oxygen. Is not easy to get. Also, unfortunately, this does not... The round robin still, this gets clogged up, as you just saw. All right, we are back and run into a little bit of a roadblock here. And that is technically I'm just emptying this a little bit so I'm not getting too confused. Technically, the transistors that the quest is asking for, these require the silicon solar grade plates, and that actually requires the upgraded blast furnace. Now we have to upgrade it anyway, so it's not like the end of the world. That was one of the next things I was going to do. But I think we can actually... I think you can actually get around that by doing the SMDs instead, if I'm not going crazy. Like, this one requires those, but these SMD transistors, which requires MV, molten polyethylene, and we have all that, fine annealed, it just requires some gallium foil, which doesn't require that. So I think you can actually get around that. Now, I just put 60 sphalerite in there, and I only got like 2 gallium. So, oh, there's a third one. It's not like we have a super large source of gallium at the moment. But I am wondering if that can actually... We can kind of avoid that. Needing the silicon, like this part of it. It does require this quest, though, which is kind of annoying that it's locked behind that. Because I would like to complete... And it doesn't look like you can use the SMDs, but it... Like, I'm pretty sure we can do this without having to upgrade our thing here. And to be honest, eventually we would do these anyway. The SMD circuits. We would be going this route anyway. Alright. So, yes... Well, I'm kind of working on both anyway. So it's not like I'm trying to skip this forever. It's like I'm working on the Canthal anyway, but yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this should work. And I was like, I thought I set that to 3. Yeah, so there are the transistors. All right, so I'll probably just craft them up for the quest, use them, and then we'll never use those transistors ever again. I am getting prepared here for the chemical bath and cooling these Canthal ingots. So I've crafted up the chemical bath. It's right here. I need to replace these 3 cables with the annealed. I haven't got around to that. I have gone ahead and smelted up Canthal, but we need to cool it. So I need the IC2 coolant. And as you can see, I am getting distilled water from our little single block thing here. Unfortunately, it is pretty slow. I need to let this run, but I'm doing 8 buckets. It is right here. Unfortunately, the quest requires 8 buckets. So instead of doing the 1 lapis and some water gets the... I guess we could do that and just use more lapis. I would rather do 8 lapis dust and get the coolant that way. Although for the quest, like, we have tons of lapis. Maybe I should just do... I don't need to hold full 4 buckets of distilled. Okay, we are back. I'm just going to craft up a heat vent so we can check this out. There we go. All these assembler recipes are more efficient than the crafting table recipes. So there is the heat vent. I'm going to throw those in there. SMD. Did that? Oh, look at that. That just skipped that whole thing. Well, I didn't know that was a thing. There we go. You don't have to do that quest. I didn't realize that was a thing. Alright. But there is the coolant. I wanted to get that anyway. Because we'll do... We need it for the Canthal. So I'm actually going to put that there. I did replace these with annealed copper just to deal with the loss a bit. Don't actually know. I probably won't leave that there, but I just kind of wanted to see how this works. So we got our IC2 coolant. We've never actually done this before because this is using a chemical bath to cool ingots. That's like a new... It's a new process we haven't dealt with. Alright, so this is going to give us the Canthal ingot and then hot coolant. And now apparently we can add heat vents to, it does say a tank as like a cover. Oh wow, look at that. Have you always been able to add those to as a cover? I don't know if it has to be a tank. It mentioned the quest right here. I was looking at this. It just mentioned that a tank is the easiest. Oh, that's right. That's not going to work. No, don't output. It needs to be like it needs to be water. All right. No, that's just a tank anyway. I was just all of a sudden I was like, wait, it's raining, but that's not going to blow up. Where is my crowbar? All right. I just wanted to see this work. All right, so there is the hot coolant. There is our Canthal ingot. Let me grab a bucket of water. That's just because we're in this biome. It's not like weird water. It's not poison or something like that. It is, this biome has that color water. Right. Low tech method. Just place a cover on any GregTech block. This will help answer overclock is much faster. But the basic heat vent needs a water block in front. Obviously, all vent covers are faster with water. Oh, there it goes. It just does it. There wasn't anything. All right, so there we go. That is interesting. So that tells me we actually don't need to. We won't need to actually craft up more coolant. We can just cycle that in a thing. Now, obviously, we can set this up. I just didn't want like that, like right here in the way. So, all right. Anyway, there is that. Okay, so I'm going to continue working on the Canthal. I'm going to get everything set up for this. We will get our advanced circuits. And we will figure out what we are going to use our first circuits for. I really kind of want that, but it's expensive, but I think it would... I think this would be worth it, to be honest. But we'll have to figure that out. Anyway, that's going to be it for today, so thanks for watching, and have a good one.